Hello guys, how you doing? And welcome to another video. So this is something a little bit different than what I would normally do. You're not going to normally catch me behind a camera like this in front of one of my PCs talking about a product. I don't do product reviews on the channel. I can't afford to buy a lot of different products to do that. I don't get anything sent to me, at least not yet. Maybe one day I'll get there here. That would be awesome. I love doing this stuff on YouTube. I love gaming. I love building PCs. I love technology. I love fun laptops and everything. So I started this channel last year to just take a lot of the things that I love doing every day anyway and start putting up content and see where it goes. So here we are. I got this laptop. I actually sold a couple of laptops to get this one because I needed a more capable laptop to get things done. Some streaming, some recording, maybe some light video editing, game testing, because I'm super interested in this APU, the Ryzen 4500U. So I grabbed this up to be able to do all that. Now, when I posted my first video, because I thought it would be interesting, I think it's up to like 15,000 views right now. And I went from 263 subscribers to the time of filming this tonight, 410. For me, that's freaking amazing. That is awesome. And I appreciate every single one of you that have subscribed to the channel, that have been commenting. There's a lot of you repeat visitors and commenters asking questions. I'm trying to answer everything that I can. I won't give false information. If it's just an opinion, I'll let you know. But anytime I can, I'm trying to get you real information when you ask me a question. So I just really appreciate all of the comments, the likes, all those thumbs up, all the subscriptions. Thank you guys very much. And I'm looking forward to building up this community with great people who love great technology and who love gaming and all that kind of stuff. So this is the Lenovo Ideapad 5 15-inch platinum gray AMD 4500U with integrated Vega 6. This is a very, very nice laptop. Now, for a budget laptop, which I almost don't even call it anymore. We do have this is the full aluminum top for the screen cover, and our body is plastic. But this laptop feels really, really nice. So let's actually open it up and talk about the screen first a little bit. I'm not going to be great. Like I said, I don't really do reviews, but I'm trying to help as many of you out there get a little bit more hands-on, if you want to call it that, with this laptop. So this is the 512 gigabyte SSD, 8 gigabytes of RAM, 1080p 60 hertz IPS panel. This is matte finish with a touch screen, which I didn't even know it was a touch screen when I ordered it, which is pretty freaking awesome for the $680 US on the Lenovo US site where I got it with free shipping. So matte finish, first matte finish screened laptop I've had. And I've said it in other videos, my favorite. I don't think I ever want to go back to a glossy screen on a laptop for me personally. I just absolutely love the screen. Now, this screen is somewhere between like 64%, 68% color accuracy from everything I can tell from what the reviews I'm seeing. And for a hardcore video editor or photo editor, sure, you're already going to be shopping for that 100% sRGB anyway. You're not going to be looking at this anyways. But for your average, probably 90% of the people out there, they're not going to have any problem with this screen. It's absolutely fantastic. I don't have any issues. It doesn't compare to my big bright 27-inch back here, but for what I need it for, it does a fantastic job. I don't think you'll have any issue with it. Trackpad's great. Keyboard is absolutely fantastic. This does not feel like a budget keyboard at all when you're using it. All the normal function keys, easy setting keys, the function keys that work really, really well in here. And so when you first get this, if you can't figure out how to turn the backlight on, it's function spacebar. And I know it's really obvious now seeing that little thing, but I couldn't find it for a second. So anyway, the speakers, laptop speakers, but probably some of the better laptop or the best laptop speakers I've had in any of my laptops that were $600 to $700. They sound pretty good. They definitely get the job done. If you're doing some hardcore audio editing, you're gonna plug into the headphone jack anyway, which you have charger, USB-C, which you can quick charge 3 hours and 15 minutes. You can also use this as display port, hook up hard drives, whatever you want to do. It's not Thunderbolt 3, but it gets the job done. HDMI, headphone, 2 more USB over here, or the only 2 USB over here, SD card reader, power light there, and your Novo button. So fingerprint scanner and power button all in one. Number pad, which my other laptops didn't have a number pad, so I really like that. I was actually looking at a Dell XPS 13 when I went to when I was looking to buy a laptop. I've heard a lot of people complain about the 8 gigabytes in this laptop. If you can, grab 16 gigabytes. I grabbed this to be a budget model, and I knew for the time I'm gonna have it, it's gonna do what I need it to do. But if you're gonna use this for a couple of years or more, if you think you're gonna be more hardcore multitasking and editing and maybe some more hardcore, you're gonna need the space to run, get the 16, but you're not gonna have a problem with the 8. When I was looking at the Dell XPS 13s, the point being, they had 4 gigabytes of RAM to start with and a 256 gig SSD for $939 or something. I don't know if they've changed it. That was like 3 weeks ago. And then I looked at this, $680, so almost $300 less, $250 less, double the SSD storage, double the RAM, and it wasn't touchscreen, I don't believe, on the one I was looking at. It wasn't the 2-in-1. So for the money, for the price to performance, I mean, this kind of just started becoming a duh. I started looking at Acers and other ones. Now, the issue I'm seeing with the Swift 3 and some of the Acer stuff is, and I don't have one to test, but even things that I'm reading, like a 250 nit screen, this is a 300 nit screen. This gets the job done, but I rarely knock it down more than 1 or 2, and you probably can't tell in the video when I'm using it. During the day, it's maxed out. At night, I can take it down a little bit. If I was on 250 nit, I already wouldn't be able to reach this peak that I use during the day. So that for me is a deal breaker already, to be stuck at 250 nits. When you're shopping around for your laptop, whether it's Lenovo, Acer, MSI, Dell, whatever, definitely take the brightness into account. The build quality, yes, and this has great build quality for what it is. The brightness of the screen, and look at what you're getting for the money as far as that APU, CPU, GPU, whatever, and the kind of RAM and storage you're getting, because there's just an array of things out there. Now, I had another viewer, somebody put in the comments, they were looking at a 10th gen Intel i5 in a Lenovo black, this size, and it was $580. It was $100 less. So I looked into it for him. He sent me the link, and I immediately responded to him, no, don't do it. It's got a TN panel in it. This has pretty good viewing angles. With a TN panel, if you're watching this video, you're probably aware, color accuracy could potentially be worse, and the viewing angles are not gonna be good. There's a reason why that laptop with almost the same specs is $100 less. So be careful when you're shopping around. If you're not grabbing this particular laptop, look at all of the specs. Make sure you know exactly what you're gonna be getting as far as that screen brightness. Is it touchscreen or not? Make sure about the size of your SSD. Make sure about the RAM. Make sure you're buying the laptop to do what you need it to do now and into the future, however long you plan on having it. So definitely spend as little as you need to. You don't necessarily need to overbuy, but just be careful what you grab. Dell putting 4 gigabytes of RAM in 2020 in an XPS 13 as the starter price, with a 10th gen Intel, I don't know. I don't get it. So Lenovo having a starting at 8 and then going to 16, I thought was actually pretty good to move on from there. So anyways, I don't know if there's a lot more I can say about this laptop other than the fact that I'm absolutely loving using it. You're gonna have no regrets if you've already ordered it and you're waiting for it to come. If you're thinking about ordering one or something similar, just be careful what you get. Make sure you shop around and grab the right thing. For those of you that have been curious about temperatures, I have a bunch of other videos. I'm gonna put links to the other Lenovo videos in the description below and in this video. But for those of you that were asking about temperatures, I didn't run hardware info because I was already running so many things. I just used hardware monitor to easily see. I wanted everyone to see that all-core clock. So on battery power, this thing was all-core clocking over 3,900 megahertz. Plugged in or on battery power. Fantastic performance, performs very similar to a Ryzen 5 2600 desktop CPU as far as Cinebench score goes. Pretty freaking awesome. So I ran those tests today. I didn't record it, but I ran those tests again today with Hardware Info. And this laptop, whether on intelligent cooling or maximum performance, never went over 70 degrees. So 70 degrees Celsius or under is where it stayed. More fan noise with maximum performance, of course. But with Cinebench today, running on both modes, watching Hardware Info, watching the temperatures, the CPU itself, the chip never got above 70. So if that's something that interests you, I'm not going to make a whole video on it, but that little nugget of information is in here. So anyways, guys, I don't think there's a lot else I can say. It's a great laptop. Shop for something like it. Be careful what you get. Check the specs. Check what you're going to be getting. This one happens to have a nice little manual slide cover there for the camera, which is pretty cool. I really like that. So anyways, I think that's gonna about do it for this. It's not a ton of information. I just wanted to kind of talk to you about this laptop a little bit and about some other things that I've seen out there. Be careful what you're getting. Enjoy your laptops. I hope you've got one headed to you, or you can get one soon. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, but also go check out those other videos. They may or may not answer what you're looking for, or the comments. The comments have been super active. So anyways, thanks a lot, guys, for checking out this video. Thanks for the subs. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the comments. Thanks for all of it. And let's keep it going, and I'll see you in the next one.